Heyo YouTube, Flowcat here, and welcome to this week's Let's Talk video. This is an unscripted video where I just talk about Genshin and stuff. This week we're going to be talking about 2.5 predictions and what I would like to see for the upcoming patch. So I have outlined a few things that I want to talk about as far as 2.5 is concerned, and before we jump into the discussion, just a quick note, I will be streaming the patch update live stream on Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is early in the morning for me, and I'm a night owl, but I'm getting up just for you. If you want to join me for that, I'd love to see you there. We've got an active, friendly community. Link to my Discord in my description if you want to join. And yeah, let's all get hyped for 2.5 together. So patch 2.5, what should we expect? Well, let's start with the thing on the front of everybody's mind, the banners. Now, as you may or may not be aware, I do not look at leaks, and I don't really have anything else other than my gut feelings. But if my gut feelings are correct, I kind of feel like it's going to be Yae Miko and Ayaka in the first half of 2.5, and then it's going to be Raiden Shogun and Kazuha in the second half of 2.5. Why? Well, obviously Yae Miko is coming next patch, and I kind of feel like they're gonna stick her in the first half just for a little extra hype. And then I think it's about time for a Kazuha rerun as well as an Ayaka rerun, and if they're gonna keep this dual banner thing going, it would make sense to put Yae Miko with the Raiden Shogun and kind of get her rerun out of the way as well. But I don't think that they're gonna put Raiden Shogun with Yae Miko in the dual banner section. I think they'll kind of split them into first half, second half to make the entire patch theme sort of about Yae Miko in Raiden Shogun. I do have a little bit of proof for this because they announced the live stream, and in the thumbnail you can see that Yae Miko is in it as well as the Raiden Shogun. So that gives me a little bit of confirmation that at least those two are in the patch. But as I said before, I'm gonna predict that Ayaka will be the first half and Kazuha will be the second half. Let's see if I'm right. Next up, I just want to touch on Yae Miko. Surprisingly, I have avoided all leaks somehow. I've honestly had to remove so many channels from my front homepage on YouTube, but it's worth it. So what do I think Yae Miko is gonna do? Well, to be totally honest with you, I don't quite know what I would like Yae Miko to do. I'm sort of stuck between wanting her to be like a burst DPS or a sub DPS and wanting her to be more like utility oriented, maybe a healer or something like that. I just think it would be cool to see an Electro unit with a lot of utility skills, but I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what they announce on the patch live stream, and I'm super excited to have a genuine first reaction for you all. Next up, we're going to talk on lore or story implications. Now this one is kind of a tough one, to be honest. We're wrapped up in Inazuma. It seems like the story there is coming to a close and we're tying up loose ends. Likely Yae Miko will be introduced with her own little quest, and that will give us some lore, maybe some insights we didn't have before, especially because she seems like such a knowledgeable being. But besides that, it seems like it's almost time for them to start tying a bridge to Sumeru. Now I have my own little theory about how we're going to get to Sumeru and what all is involved. I'm not sure if I'll make like a whole video on it, but the long and short of it is that Lisa is heavily involved in Sumeru, Electro, Inazuma, Chasm. You see where I'm going with this? I kind of think that maybe something from Inazuma will kind of lead us to the chasm, and then maybe we'll get stuck there and we'll remember, oh, Lisa, something to do with Sumeru, right? And then we'll go back there and she'll be like, yeah, I know how to get there. I can help you out. I don't really know how the sequence of events will work, but I just have a strong feeling that Lisa is going to come back and sort of be one of the units that helps us figure out how to get to Sumeru. That being said, I would like to see something like that come up in the next patch. I mean, just to have some sort of idea of what the plan is to get the Sumeru. It just feels like at this point they could kind of take it in any direction they really want to, but I do really think that the Chasm and Lisa will be involved. Now, for quality of life, I do have a few things that I would like to see. One thing I would like to see are artifact presets. Now, if Erotic Walrus is watching this video, he just did a fist pump in the air because he's been saying this forever. But artifact presets would be really helpful, like, you know, just if you have multiple builds for a unit and you want to swap quickly between them, like Melt and Freeze Ganyu, or if you have a set that you share between multiple units, it would be so useful. So useful. So I really hope that we see that, and that's pretty much one thing that I hope we see forever until we see it. Another thing that I would like to see, now that we have the return of skins after a silence of like 6 months, I'm kind of hoping that that 6 months was spent developing skins. And I kind of hope that from now on, we're going to see skins more often. It would be super hype in my opinion if we got skins on a more regular basis, like every patch or every other patch, because there's a lot of units in Genshin now. It's cool that a couple of skins are out in the game, but it kind of makes it feel like it's just sort of tacked on to the game. It won't really feel like a feature in the game until most of the units have a skin. And for that reason, I think that they need to hurry up and get cracking. Also, my characters have been dressed the same for like an entire year. So any variety at all would be hugely welcomed in my opinion. That's one of the reasons I've been enjoying the alternate skins that we just received, because it's like, finally, something different. But other than those quality of life things, I think I would really like to see a new artifact set added into the game. I'm not quite sure where they would put it, maybe Economia, that could be a cool place for a new artifact domain. But either way, it would be really interesting to see a new artifact set come out because it always changes up the game a bit and makes it really interesting to figure out like, what is this useful for? What about the 2-piece? What about the 4-piece? You know, all the possibilities thereon. But yeah, those are my predictions, and that'll bring us to the end of the video. So now I'm curious to hear what you think about patch 2.5. Remember, do not share any leaks in the comment section, just share your speculations or what you would like to see in patch 2.5. With all that being said, remember to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and join my friendly Discord, link in the description. We'd love to have you. And as always, stay healthy, stay hydrated, peace.